Good morning and welcome to Newswatch Today. I'm Clara Butler.
And I'm Garrett Koger. This week, an Australian couple gains a furry roommate, and Evangel receives some recognition.
While Evangel's music department has a recital and a Christmas is approaching at Evangel.
Titus Smith is here with your forecast. Nicholas Brownlee has your latest sports news. This is Newswatch Today. Thank you for joining us this morning. We currently have Titus Smith here with our weather.
Well, today we're looking at a temperature of 44 degrees, much lower than we've had recently, with a feels like 39. It's going to be sunny, winds at 10 miles per hour, but definitely looking at the more fall weather. And later today, we're going to have a high of just 60. And winds are going to pick up slightly, up to 17 miles per hour. But that sun should be shining down to hopefully alleviate some of that feeling. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Titus. I guess we'll know a little bit more during your full forecast.
Yeah, it's getting a little chillier, but still the sun is shining, so I am grateful. A couple in Adelaide, Australia were taken by surprise when they discovered a koala inside their home. Fran Rafuno captured video of the marsupial in their bedroom and shared it on Instagram, captioning the post, "Only in Australia." The video shows the koala exploring the room, climbing onto a bedside table and even the bed. The couple suspects it entered through their pet door. With the help of a sweater, her husband Bruno managed to guide the koala outside. Koalas are native to eastern and southern Australia, and while generally harmless to the humans, they are most commonly found in trees rather than households. This incident serves as a reminder of the unique wildlife encounters Australia is known for. Evangel University in Springfield, Missouri has been awarded a new international distinction by Colleges of Distinction. For 2024 and 25, this recognition highlights the university's efforts to support international students and foster success in a diverse global environment. Evangel is one of the only 4 Missouri universities to receive this honor, building on its national COD recognition for 8 consecutive years. With students from 25 countries, Evangel provides tailored support through its international student and scholar services, including visa help, academic resources, and community integration. Vice President of Enrollment Chris Belcher praised the university's dedication to creating a welcoming environment for all students.
On Tuesday night, the Evangel Choir and Chorale team showed off their chops in their yearly recital. The small auditorium near the chapel could barely hold all the people who came to watch and support their friends. Most singers were satisfied with their work. For their final, it was a combo of 2 songs talking about death and the life people have with Jesus.
The chorus did a great job. They sang 4 songs, great songs, in the chorale. I think we killed it. What do you think?
I think we did a pretty good job. I think it was a pretty good concert.
Solid 6 songs from us. So yeah, we're really thankful for the opportunity.
The group's next performance will be at their annual Christmas concert. Harvest Fest is coming up this weekend. Preparations are almost finished. Here's more on the story.
Evangel University's yearly Harvest Fest will be happening this weekend at the Galois Theater. Students will be able to watch multiple skits and performances of talents from other students, as well as a costume contest and several short videos. The theme for this year is Nautical Nonsense.
I am extremely excited for Harvest Fest. I am looking forward to all of the wonderful sketches we have planned. They are amazing. I'm going to be in some of them, not biased whatsoever, but I know they are all amazing. I certainly hope the students enjoy what we have planned, because there's been a lot of hard work and a lot of thought towards the students in what we're doing here.
And enjoy it they will. I'm Garrett Koger for Newswatch Today.
Evangel University is happy to be hosting Chris Tomlin here at Evangel this Christmas. On December 11th in Spence Chapel, the community will be treated to a night of Christmas-focused worship. Chris Tomlin is a world-renowned singer and songwriter who has scored 21 #1 singles and 30 top 10 hits. He's sold more than 12 million albums, and he also recently published a book that was released earlier this year, How Great Is Our God? Living a Worship-Led Life in a Me-Driven World. if you're interested in that. Coming up, how will droughts impact Christmas?
We'll hear more about that when we get back from this break.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good stir. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Christmas might not be canceled this year in Massachusetts. Since the Vanderbilt Farm opened in 1984, Chris Moran's family has been selling Christmas trees. However, last year there was a shortage after a lack of rainwater. This year hasn't been too much better. Over the course of the year, Moran's family lost nearly 500 trees. He blames the warmer fall seasons that we've been having recently, claiming that if things don't change soon, Christmas might look a whole lot different. Angel has so many opportunities for events and other things that students can experience here on campus. Here's Clara with Josiah Arneson, part of the activities board here at Evangel.
Thank you, Garrett. Harvest Fest is upon us, and I'm here with Josiah from the Activities Board to tell us a little bit about the upcoming Nautical Nonsense. So first, I just want to ask you, how'd you get to Evangel and get plugged in with Harvest Fest?
So part of what brought me to Evangel was all the opportunities there are for students, the many clubs, and one of those was Activities Board. So coming into Evangel, I knew that I wanted to be a part of that. I enjoy planning events that others can go to and setting up things like that. It brings me a lot of joy. And so this fall, I interviewed with the Activities Board. I think it was first day of school, and got plugged in right away. One of the first things we did was we started working on Harvest Fest. And in fact, in our very first meeting, our first task was to come up with the theme for Harvest Fest. And that was quite the process. A lot of ideas, a lot of names get thrown around, but we eventually narrowed it down to Nautical Nonsense because we felt that was something that everyone could enjoy, participate in, and we thought it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. That sounds incredible. So you mentioned Harvest Fest. Can you just give me a little brief of what Harvest Fest, what it's looked like in the past? What are you guys excited to be new about?
Yeah. So Harvest Fest is one of our 2 annual variety shows with Spring Fling happening in the spring. And so this one will have acts done by our students. We'll have sketches put on by our sketch team, who's with the AB. We'll have videos that have been made by our video production team. And we'll even pull out some past videos that have been made by AB members of years gone by. And it'll be a lot of fun. There'll be a costume contest for those who wish to dress up according to theme, and those winners will be announced halfway through the event, and it's going to be a fun night.
Wow, that sounds so fun. So, nautical nonsense. What is that? Can you give us a little teaser, maybe, possibly?
Yeah, so as part of Nautical Nonsense, much of what we're going to do on that night is going to be sea related. All things, we'll have skits about ships, skits about sailors, ships about quite a few pirates, and it's going to be the main theme of the night, though some of our Acts by Our students will not be sea related, but fun all the same.
Incredible. That's so good. So what is your role specifically in helping with Harvest Fest?
So I am part of the events team, and what we do is we plan all the logistics of the events and make sure that everyone is there on time, all the schedules are listed out, and then on the day of the show, I personally will be helping with the stage, making sure props get on stage, off stage, making sure the actors have everything they need with costumes, props.
That's really good. Wow, that sounds like a very big task, but also it seems like you have some amazing crew to join you as well. So with this being your role for Harvest Fest, is this also your role for Activities Board? Do you do most of that for other events?
Yes, so I am on the events team. We plan many things like the trivia night recently. That was entirely events team run. And we're currently working on our Classy Christmas, making sure that that's going to run smoothly and make sure that everyone there has a good time.
That's amazing. So what can students expect from you guys, but also with other congregation of the students? Like, what will that look like at Harvest Fest? What can they expect?
So at Harvest Fest, people will arrive. We'll have the costume contest. I believe we'll have some snacks set out, and then we'll have the doors will open at 6 o'clock, and then at 7 o'clock, the show will start. We will have our introduction video, which I can't say a whole lot about, but I can tell you it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we will start out with a mix of acts and sketches and videos, and the mix of that will continue tonight, and it'll be led by our two amazing hosts, and I've seen them practice. They're going to kill it.
Wow, that's so good. Is it here at Evangel?
So it will be held at the Galois Theater here in Springfield.
Wow, that's awesome. So have they had that always at the Galois Theater?
As far as I know, it's been at the Galois Theater as long as it's been running.
Okay. We'll end with this, but what's the most exciting thing that you are looking forward to at this event?
I think I'm looking forward to seeing the various sketches all played out on stage. I've seen them all in practice. I've seen how hard the actors have worked, and I'm really ready to see them perform in front of a big audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your insight and just how people can expect this upcoming event. We really appreciate you being here, Josiah.
Of course.
Back to the desk.
Thanks, Clara. So, Titus, is winter finally here?
Just about. Seems like we kind of skipped fall, but we're looking at some colder temperatures into later in the week, and I'll be able to explain that more in my full forecast.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org. It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
State leaders and Hallmark stars gathered in Hartford on Wednesday to announce the launch of Connecticut Christmas Movie Trail. The trail celebrates the 22 holiday movies filmed across Connecticut, highlighting the charming towns and scenic locations featured in the films. This initiative is expected to give a significant boost to local businesses through increased tourism. Connecticut is now the first state in the nation to create a holiday movie trail of this kind. The festive experience will kick off on December 1st and run through December 22nd, ending in southern Connecticut.
Well, sounds interesting to make a trail out of movies and show off all the places they've been filmed at.
Yeah, I wonder if the weather in Connecticut is nice. Speaking of which, here's Titus with his forecast.
Well, I can inform you about the Springfield weather. So today, to review our current conditions, we're looking at currently a 44 with a feels like 39. We've got the sunny and wind of 10 miles per hour. And later today, we're having a high of 61. Winds will pick up slightly. But moving on to tomorrow, we're keeping a steady high of 63 and low of 39, but we might have some scattered showers, partially cloudy with rain in between, just to keep aware of that. And over the weekend, adding Saturday to the mix, temperatures are going to drop down to 50 with cloudy skies. It'll probably be 39 degrees as the low. And here you can see we've got some cloud coverage, that cloudy skies, as I mentioned before, coming through here. This is a storm moving over toward the northeast of America. And we can move on to the Doppler radar to my left. Now that wet storm I mentioned, we have going this way. Now the cloud coverage is here, not exactly what I spoke of, but we've got that massive precipitation moving that way onward past Cleveland and Pittsburgh into Pennsylvania. But for now, until Saturday, we're looking at clear skies. And back to our map here, we're looking at the low pressure and high pressure changing a little bit more than usual today, moving across the state this way. We're in a little bit of a low here in Missouri, but high pressure moving in from the southwest, and low pressures mixing, just to be aware of. And on to our extended weekend forecast. So we have today and tomorrow, which is going to be sunny, high of 60. Temperatures will dip slightly on Saturday with an overcast weather. And on to Sunday and onward, temperatures are going to pick up slightly and then drop again as we get into next week. We're looking at some rain on Monday, clouds throughout the week to patchy rain on Wednesday. Next week is probably going to be looking significantly colder, and we'll be able to inform more on that as we get closer. But it's still that cool weather, so make sure to bundle up and wear a jacket. Back to you guys at the desk.
Just around the corner, Nicholas Brownlee will be here to give us the latest in sports news.
And a story of a boy who saved his neighbors' lives.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this like deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
A 5-year-old boy was rewarded for saving the life of his neighbors, with his heroic actions not being forgotten. The neighbor's home was destroyed by a fire, and they wouldn't have made it out if it wasn't for that boy. Officials say that the boy who spotted the fire woke up his father and alerted the neighbors. Firefighters say that the boy's actions may have saved a family's life. Just goes to show how even the youngest among us can really make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, next up we have Nick with the latest on sports.
Thanks, Clara. Everyone knows the NBA season has commenced a few weeks ago, but what they do not know is the stroke San Antonio Spurs coach Greg Popovich had on the second day of November. The San Antonio Spurs basketball team and their fans are expecting his return to the sidelines. But in the meantime, assistant coach Mitch Johnson is acting as the head coach. I hope he gets promoted to that position. The NFL season is almost over, but that does not mean the Chiefs' football season has to end early, because this coming Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs will play their 10th game against the Buffalo Bills. However, I must acknowledge their linebacker, Leo Chenal, because he retained the Chiefs' perfect record by doing the impossible, blocking a field goal from Denver Broncos kicker Will Lutz. 2 days ago, a very special volleyball game took place at the AG Financial Arena, and it is not only special because of EU's victory against St. Mary, but also because their victory opened the door to the KCAC Conference Tournament semifinals. Every girl on the team was at her prime, and no one can deny it when they see EU take 3 sets from their opponents and leave them with 0. Back to you guys at the desk.
A lot is happening here in sports right now.
Coming up next, a new dinosaur has entered the picture.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
A one-of-a-kind dinosaur fossil is set to go on display at the Los Angeles Natural History Museum this Sunday. Meet Natalie, a 75-foot-long sauropod discovered in the Badlands of Utah back in 2007. The fossil got its name Natalie because of the swarms of biting gnats that filled the area where it was found. What makes Natalie truly unique is that it's only the dinosaur in the world that has green-tinted bones. The unusual color came from minerals in the riverbed where it was buried.
We're learning new things every day.
Yeah, new discoveries, and along with new discoveries in the weather, let's see what Titus Smith has for us today.
Well, I have a recap for you back at the desk. Our extended weather is looking at Thursday, Friday. A note to viewers with Friday, although it says sunny, part of the day is going to look overcast. Possibly at night you might have those light showers. But moving on to Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at overcast. And as the week goes on, we'll start at a constant dip on Saturday and go up on Sunday, descending gradually back down through the next week and into a low of 35. So make sure to bundle up with your coats and jackets. That's it for me here at the weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Titus. That's all for us today. Check out euvalormedia.com for more Evangel news. I'm Garrett Koger.
And I'm Claire Butler. This has been Newswatch Today. Please join us next week. Yeah.